Hello everyone, welcome back to the Man United Agenda, where we discuss all topics Manchester United. Hello everyone, like I said, welcome to the Man United Agenda. My name is DOS and I'll be your host for today's show. Back with us on the show today, we have Big Bill, we have Monkey, we have Mr. B, and then we have a special guest on the show today, Oliver, Arsenal fan. Welcome, Oliver. How you doing?
Hello, thank you for having me. I saw a lot of painful memories in that intro. That all specifically Arsenal based, so that was lovely to see.
Well, we love that. We love that. So on the show today, we're going to discuss all the transfer rumors that we've been doing for the past couple of weeks. The possible ins, the possible outs. But today's show is a bit special. It's more on like the crazy rumors that we're hearing. We know about the usual ones, but we're going to also talk about the crazy ones we're hearing, and if we believe there's any truth in them at all. Before we do that, though, can you guys make sure you subscribe, you like, you follow all of our pages, and keep commenting as well. We really, really love to engage with you, and we really would like to see what you guys think as well. So let's go straight into it. And first thing I want to talk about is Sancho quickly. There's been, we've heard that the medicals of Sancho has completed. Everybody, all they're waiting for right now is that video, is that confirmation video. And Mr. B, do you think this video is going to have that same excitement that, we used to when when Alexis Sanchez came? There was an excitement there with that video. Even though it didn't work out, there was an excitement. Do you think that excitement will be there?
I do. It might be a bit drawn out. Look, I'm excited. At the end of the day, all right, it's taken a year, but let's be honest, he's a top player. Yeah. So I'm excited. Are we allowed to be buying shirts with his name on? What's
we don't even know the numbers. We don't even know the number yet.
Well, look, I'm a number man. I'm not a shirt. I'm not a name. Because when they leave, man, your shirt's old and your show. So, I'm excited. I'll be honest. I am really, really excited that Sancho's coming.
Okay, and just to go to Oliver. Oliver, as an Arsenal fan, how do you feel about this Sancho deal? And just quickly, how do you feel Sancho coming to Manchester United? Are you excited to see him light up the Premier League?
First of all, I'd like to say that Alexis Sanchez video has to be the worst confirmation of a signing ever. It was the worst, and no one can say that. Even Man United fans, I'm sure you're agreeing, it was terrible. So hopefully Sancho will have a better video because, the boy's sick. I'd do anything to have Sancho at Arsenal. And he's already just coming into a great crop of English players you've got there anyway. So he's only going to make you stronger. And you boys should be excited. I'd be interested to see where he plays as well and how he plays in the system. Because I still think maybe a few of your players might need to go out. To kind of accommodate him.
The good thing is he can play on the right, he can play on the left. So we're intrigued. Rashford's going to be out injured. So we're intrigued to see how he's going to be used. Is he going to be used on the left with Greenwood on the right? Is he going to be used on the right with Martial on the left and Cavani up top? All of these up for discussion. Okay, just to move on from that, we know about Varane and Camavinga. We've been linked with them for the longest time. Right now, the news that we're hearing on Varane is that he's still on vacation. The news is still the same. He wants to try a new challenge, and that hasn't changed. So hopefully we're going to hear updates in the next week because he's supposed to be coming back from his vacation in the next week. Camavinga, though, that's gone quiet a little bit. And Fabrizio Romano, a tier 1 source, has said that, Camavinga is not in a rush. He's not in a rush to do anything. He's in the last year of his contract. He's a young player. He's got options everywhere. So I think he's waiting. He's buying his time out, waiting to see what's best for him and his future. Big Phil, I'm going to come to you. Do you feel that both of these signings are going to happen, or do you think that we may miss out on one of them?
Like for the last probably 2 weeks, we've seen more traction with regards to the Rafael Varane signing, right? So, like you did mention, Camavinga has died down a little bit, but in my opinion, if we had to choose one of these signings, I would definitely go with the Varane signing, right? If we do miss out on Camavinga, or I think right now, United should be looking for alternatives, whether it be your Basuma or be your Ruben Neves, right? So I mean, if it has died down, it's good to have a plan B and a C, right? So, but I would definitely take Rafael Varane. In my opinion, I don't think United have any other options but Varane because they're giving it their all right now. So.
I agree with you for sure. Munzi, what do you think about what Big Phil just said? Do you agree that Varane should be the priority, even though, you know, we're linked heavily with both of them? Or do you think both can be done in the same window? Because if that happens, that's one of the greatest windows we've had since I've supported Manchester United, for sure, I think, unless you guys remind me of something else. But what do you think? Do you agreeing with what Big Phil is saying?
Well, I think the Camavinga deal's gone. I've heard latest is he wants to go to Spain now. But yeah, if we can get the Varane deal done, that'll be a good signing. The Varane deal. I'm not sure about Camavinga. I think I'll go for somebody else. I've also heard that the Sancho video is going to be him putting the penalty away and not missing it.
We shouldn't. Let's not remind ourselves of the horrible event.
I mean, Mr. B, you want to? I completely get what you're saying, Munzi. Mr. B, you want to read out some? Let's read out some comments just to see what people are saying out there.
Okay, well, we've got a couple, got a few.
Okay,
Talking you.
Big up, Talking you always. Family.
Always. Leicester Till I Die TV.
I have the famous song in my head right now. Leicester die again. Is Daniel James on his way to Leicester? You know, that's a good question. We've been hearing rumors that Daniel James could be loaned out, but my thing is, if Rashford is going to be out for the first 3 months of the season, I don't know if Ollie's going to risk loaning Daniel James out. What do you think, Big Phil?
In my opinion, Amad Diallo and Mason Greenwood can commit and contribute more than Daniel James. So I mean, if he does go out on loan to Leicester, I wouldn't miss him. Daniel James is this kind of guy that couldn't even finish a sentence, right? So I'd rather Mason Greenwood or Amad Diallo, definitely on any of those wings, right? So
yeah, fair enough. I mean, Britt, welcome to the show.
Always good to be a part of it.
Yeah, you seem to react to what Big Phil just said. What are you saying?
I agree. Even with a Rashford little injury, there's no need for Daniel James. There really isn't. We need more to get some wages paid than we need him on the pitch. I know it's said he wants to stay and fight for a spot, but I'm sorry, lad. I don't think there's a spot for you to fight for.
Fair enough.
It's funny because when you signed him, he was like the next Ronaldo, but now he's like, I
don't know who said that. I don't know who said that.
I don't think
that's what I got from it. It was like, this kid's amazing. I watched him play and I was like,
I don't think anyone
he could get in the Arsenal team.
Yeah, I think we said he was. I think we said he was the next Eddie Nketiah, but who knows, right?
Yeah, mate. I'm telling you now, he'd have a guaranteed place in the Arsenal team. He's pure Arsenal. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Let's continue with the comments. So Solo, good evening, guys. Good evening, Solo. Good to hear from you. Charles Williams, evening. One of our regulars. And is that all the comments?
Yeah, that's it for now. Yeah, that's it for now.
That's a great segue to go into the next topic. So outgoings. there's one that has really come up recently. Alex Telles to Roma. I don't know if you guys heard of that, but Roma are really, really interested in Alex Telles. Jose Mourinho is really, really interested in Alex Telles. Do you guys feel we should keep Alex Telles for this season? I mean, he's done wonders for Luke Shaw, you know, that competition. But what do you guys? Because I see something in Alex Telles. I mean, I don't know if he'll ever get that opportunity because Luke Shaw's one of the best around right now. So I'm going to come to you, Munzi. Do you think we should sell Alex Telles?
Yeah, I think we should sell him. He can't defend for Toffee, which won't help. But yeah, I think he should go. I'm not sure how much they're going to try and get for him. But yeah, I think there's better players. I think there's a few youngsters that could help out. Sure, but yeah, he done Shaw a world of good having someone behind there. I think we should get someone behind Shaw still. But yeah, tell it. When Shaw's injured, Telles ain't the best replacement because he can't really defend. But same as I feel about Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams isn't really a good defender. He's good going forward, but defensively he's not. But then hopefully I've heard he's going to Southampton on loan. So hopefully if that happens, then he'll get a bit more experience. But there's a few youngsters waiting to come up. I know he's quite young, but I was going to say Robbie Williams. Robbie Savage. Yeah. Robbie Savage's son, he's quite nifty. He's 18, he's quite good. So yeah, I think we'll get move someone up there. But yeah, it'd be a good deal if Telles. We can get rid of Telles. If he don't go. But yeah, I wouldn't be upset.
That's a big shout, man. Like, because he's only been there one season. I don't know this whole notion of Alex Telles can't defend. I can't get behind that, man, because I see the talent that the guy has. Like, let's go like from an outside perspective. Oliver, as an Arsenal fan, you've seen Alex Telles play. Do you think United should hold on to him, or do you think do you agree with Monzi that we should sell him?
I think the problem you've always got, and I always come from an Arsenal standpoint. You know, you need to have that cover because all you need to get is 2 injuries in that department. And then you're looking like we shouldn't have loaned him out. If he's good enough to stay, and what I've seen of him, he's pretty decent.
Yeah.
I'd just keep him as backup and to push Shaw and make sure push for his place in the side, because if Shaw gets injured and you've loaned him out, then it looks like a silly move unless you're going to bring someone else in. But no, I think Telles is a good enough number 2.
Yeah. Well, especially when you see, especially like the comment from Amunde here. If you go back to the previous comment, Mr. B, he mentioned a good point. He said, no, don't sell Telles. Hopefully we'll go back to that comment in a minute.
Sorry, hold on 1 second. Here we go. I've got it up here right now. Sorry about that.
So he says, no, don't sell Alex. He's mint. That would be crazy. He's better than we think. We ain't seen the best of him. I completely agree with Amonde.
Yeah, I was just about to mention, because we've seen Alex Telles play, but we haven't seen enough of Alex Telles. Yeah. Right? That's one thing. Second thing, how many games are Manchester United going to play this entire season? I don't think Luke Shaw is on the same level as a Harry Maguire in terms of giving it his all, right? So in my opinion, we still need squad depth. Thirdly, to go from squad depth to my third point now, at the end of the day, if we're looking to compete on all four competitions, we need as much players available, right? Because at the end of the day, as Prince of Maine says, he's probably a big fan of Kieran Tierney, but how often does Kieran Tierney play for Arsenal, right?
He likes an injury.
I get you need someone strength in depth, but if we want to be title challengers, we've got to have better strength and depth than Alex Telles. I'm sorry.
So who would you get in then, Munzi?
Can I make a suggestion? Can I make a suggestion?
So let's go to Mr. B first, make a suggestion, and then Monzi can give us who do you think you'd get in instead of an Alex Telles. Go Mr. B.
It's just a thought. I know this may be a bit what's that manager game that they play? Football Manager.
Football Manager, yeah.
We've been linked with Kieran Trippier, who can play left and right back. If we sold Telles and got Trippier, who can play on both sides. Wouldn't that be a good? Are we looking at that being a good idea, or would that? I'm just throwing it out there. It's just come into my head just now. We get rid of Telles.
For me, that becomes short term. It becomes short term because he's older.
His age.
He's older.
Okay.
So that will be another couple of years, maybe. Whereas Telles can probably give us another 5, 6, 7 years, challenging with Shaw. You know,
you could probably play Daniel James at left back. He'd probably be good enough.
Golly,
I would never risk that. I would never risk that. Is that the Arsenal mentality? Is that the Arsenal mentality?
Get rid of Telles. Get Daniel James at left back. It'll work, surely.
Munzi, who would you replace Alex Telles with if you had your choice? Because, you know, to bring someone in that will be okay on the bench, I mean, that's not easy as well.
Aubameyang.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know. That was a good shout what Mr. B said.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is short term. But I don't know. It's just, to be fair, end of the day, we've got to get rid of other players before Telles, like Phil Jones, Eric Bailly, who's made out of glass. Do you know what I mean? Twanzebe, they should have sold Twanzebe. All right, they thought, it was going to be good, but they could have sold him to Aston Villa. Aston Villa were begging to have him. They could have sold him, and I think they will sell him now. And I won't be sad to see him. To be fair, he hasn't got enough games. If he had a run of games, he might have been all right. But you can't get a run of games at United if you've got better players. That's the thing.
Munzi, is there an actual player that you like?
I was about to ask that question. Yeah.
Who's your favorite player?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was one of Twanzebe's biggest fans, man. I saw the potential this guy has, and you know, when you play against PSG and you put in a performance like that away, PSG, like that, there's something there.
He needed to play the next game, didn't he? After the PSG, he needed to play again. But
exactly.
Should have playing, but
He's been unlucky with that. Omandi says Munzi is shrewd. What do you think about Munzi?
Shrewd is the word.
We'll move on from Alex Telles. I think the general consensus is that we should keep him. We should have that for the quality squad depth. All right, now we'll go to the more crazier rumors that we've been hearing. First one, Harry Kane. United what I've heard is United could come up and battle City for Harry Kane. I'll ask you two questions. First of all, do you think this is true? And then secondly, do you think we should go for Harry Kane? You know, so Big Phil, I'm going to come to you because I love the glasses. The glasses are on. I'm coming to you, Big Phil. What are you saying?
First things first, there's a better chance of myself and Mr. B growing here than Harry Kane ever coming to Manchester United. Okay?
Listen, what I will say before we go any further, I've got here. It's just the little teeny weeny bits on the side. But all right, I understand that this isn't here, but I've got hair, so. That means there's a little minuscule chance that Harry Kane. Right, I'll take that. I don't want him, but I've got hair.
So did you just say you don't want him?
You've got, if you get Kane, mate, you get the champ. You win the championship. Mate.
For me, Kane's the ultimate signing for Man United in the way we're playing with the
Kane makes your team. Kane makes your team.
Like I don't get why you wouldn't want Kane.
You guys got to wait. Hold on, Mr. B. You guys got to ask yourself. You guys got to ask yourself a question. Did United have a problem scoring goals last season? Was United's biggest problem scoring goals or defending goals?
You can always score more goals, though, can't you? You can always score more.
Whether I win a match 2-0 or 9-0, it's still 3 points. I don't care.
I don't think you've replaced Lukaku since he's left.
Lukaku.
Oh, okay.
Lukaku.
Oh, you did it accidentally. That's brilliant. Okay, no, Phil, I get what you're saying. Like, Mr. B, like, you don't think Kane can really bring United to the next level?
Do you know what? I don't want players. Kane is already at a level where I want our players to become superstars at our club.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy ready-made superstars. Maybe that's ignorant. Maybe that's just me being.
We've done that before.
Yeah, I understand that, but Harry Kane was made in Spurs. For us to take him, he's ready-made. He's finished. Yeah. We've got the finished article. Me as a Man United player, me as a Man United fan, you see how Ronaldo came to our club and became a special player. I want us to do that again. That's what I like. I like the fact that we've scouted the right player. He then becomes this level of superstar that we as Manchester United fans want. Yeah. I don't want to buy. Sorry, let me explain. It's not that I don't want us to buy Harry Kane. I just don't. It's not that I don't like Harry. As I've said already, I want a striker with.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want
please explain that.
A striker.
That was absolutely brilliant.
Okay. You've got. I'm gonna try and. You've got a woman with a.
This is getting
and you've got one with a small one.
I don't know where this is going, honestly.
You know what? Maybe I shouldn't talk.Maybe I'll explain to you guys afterwards.
No, keep explaining. This is golden, mate. This is golden. I love it.
I want.
Player's name. A player's name.
Okay, I want the skinny peach to become the big watermelon at our club.
Like Ronaldo.
That is what I want. Yeah, like Ronaldo.
What about Van Persie, though? What about Van Persie?
Yeah, Van Persie.
Listen, I didn't remember. The fact that we broke Gooner's hearts with that signing, that's all I needed to know. That is all I need to know.
Don't forget about us telling us Silvestre. I mean, that was the worst one to take.
That was,
you know what?
We're going to like.
I love you. I completely forgot about Silvestre. You have to come on our show.
I didn't forget. Danny was good. Danny was all right. Danny did all right.
Yeah, he was good on the medical table. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we put you out in the FA Cup that time, didn't he? That was good.
Mr. B, let's go to the comments.
Sorry. Where are we at? Let's see.
Monday. Just say no. On Monday, just say no.
Where did I just see on Monday? Just say no. I've gone past that. Sorry, hold on.
Go up 3 comments. So Monday said, just say no. We don't want him. No big club wants him. We don't want slow one-pace Kane. I don't agree with that. Manchester City are the biggest club in England and they want him. Or not biggest club, biggest team in England and they want him. So I can't agree that no big club would want him. I just think it's the price. The price is ridiculous right now.
With what Mr. B just said about he didn't want Kane, would you prefer Haaland? Because I think he'd be a better.
Yeah, you know what it is? I think it's the excitement of.
It was like a do it again. Do the sound.
It's the excitement of having a like. Kane's already finished. Kane is finished. Haaland will give us that. Haaland will give us that. You know that.
If you sign Kane, you'd win the league. If you sign,
but you know what? I would rather sign Haaland and know that we've got something that gives us that.
Britain, Brett, you agree?
I don't think that Kane gives us the league. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't think he does. Our problem, we still got those jokers in midfield behind him. Having Kane ain't gonna do too much.
I don't know. I think if you got him,
I'm with Oliver on this. I think I'm with. I get what you guys are saying. You want a younger, more hungrier, maybe striker that can develop into one of the world's best at Man United. I get that for sure. If we can get that, I mean, Haaland is the biggest shout for that. But I don't know if Haaland is possible.
He's going to Chelsea though, isn't he, Haaland?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Let me ask you guys a question, right? What wins titles? Goals or defense?
Defenses.
Yeah.
But we've seen you've got one of the best defenders in the world, Harry Maguire. So
That's
We
only
need
one
better
guy.
infield. We
Yes.
need
Oh,
a better
one guy.
infield.
I'm
Need a
sorry.
much better
Sorry.
infield.
Sorry.
and also one of the
Sorry.
best
I need
players
to
in Luke
I
Shaw
need
as
to
well.
talk.
Go on, Mr. B.
This guy. Sorry. This guy here. Han. This guy here. I think he's incredible.
Yeah.
But when I found him, it's like he's got a Man United shirt under there. I think he is absolutely fantastic.
It's been on point for sure.
Next week I'll have a United shirt.
Yeah, Robin Van Persie.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, look, I've been on a few Man United podcasts and I've decided I'm going to give up my season ticket at Arsenal and I'm going to be, no, that's never going to happen. But
we appreciate the honesty, though. We appreciate the honesty.
Well, I'm an England fan as well, and just look at how good he is, and Shaw as well. I mean, you got Sancho coming in. Just get Kane in there, and you've got a whole England crew in there. I mean,
Mr. B, let's go for more comments.
The difference between Robin Van Persie and Harry Kane is that Robin Van Persie is a different class.
He's a horrible man.
Different class, man. Different class.
All right.
Can I make one point, right? So Van Persie, you're saying no, I don't want Kane, right? If Ferguson was still at Man United and went, I want Kane, he would go out, he would get Kane, and then you'd win the league, right? So why is it different now that if you go out with Ollie and get Kane? I mean, I know Ferguson's the best manager ever lived. No doubt about it, hands down.
Yeah, be careful here.
No, he is. He's not. But the thing is, it could be the same thing because he did it with Van Persie. Why could it not be the same thing with Kane?
Yeah. Good question. Let us know. Let the audience know.
Because with Ferguson, we had the best central defensive partnership in Rio.
You still had Phil Jones. You still had Phil Jones back then, though, did you?
Still back to the other comment, Mr. B.
Forgot Phil Jones.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's move on. Mr. B, go to the comments.
Sorry.
So, Kane will crowd Bruno's space on the pitch. That's a good point, unless we tell him not to drop deep like he does for Spurs.
But then I think, in all fairness, I think Kane has turned into that. I mean, even for England, that is how he played for England. So maybe that's becoming his style, and managers will have to. I don't understand why a striker wants to drop into midfield. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. So
it won't work.
It gives the team more options, as in like to release your, I guess, goal scoring midfielders, right? So I know Wayne Rooney used to do it for us as well. Carlos Tevez when we had him, and Harry Kane could just be one of those strikers who drop back as well. I see on some instances that Edison Cavani also does it as well. CR, when he was playing like a left wing in his first 2 seasons at Real Madrid, used to drop a little back, not too far back, like used to drop back, but CR used to drop back as well too, right? So I mean, it's just maybe something that some center forwards are adopting these days, right? So
I think the biggest difference with all the players that you just mentioned is the pace. Kane is quick enough to do both. He's not quick enough to drop deep and then run in the box to be on the end of things, whereas the others were. So that's a good point you made.
Because they want the ball, turn and run. Kane ain't getting the ball, turning and running. He's not doing it.
Look at this next comment by if you go back up, Anthony Herbert. Harry Kane is good, but not world class. I mean, that's a big shout. I think there's a lot of discrepancies with that. Some people will believe it, some people won't. This one, Kane came deep for England because Southgate played a team of defenders, so no one created for him. Not a bad shout.
Let's see, where my box? Here we go. This is gems. It sounds like a Harry Kane digging.
Mark Gemini. Kane is a no for me. Fair enough.
Can I say something? I think this Mark Gemini is a new guy though, because this isn't a name that I recognize. So Mark, welcome, and thank you for your comment. Here we go again.
Indeed. Late to the conversation, but Kane's injury record, them ankles are like glass. That's a good point too. He does get injured, but even though he gets injured, he still gets you that 20, 25, 30 goals a season. It's crazy. Anyway.
We'll probably buy him because he gets injured. We get Phil Jones.
Okay, perfect. So let's go. Let's move on to the next transfer that we've been connected with, which was a really surprise for me. Calvin Phillips from United.
No.
Craziness all over the place. Put that glasses back on. Again.
Someone said something about the midfield.
No.
Maybe he could do a job in the midfield.
The fact that you mentioned Manchester United and Leeds United in the same sentence. Let's move on. No, that's not happening. Let's move on.
Do you not like Leeds? Do you not like Leeds?
I like Leeds.
You really think that Leeds United is going to sell us a player?
No,
Question.
no.
Eric Cantona, isn't it?
No, yes, true.
1992.
Yeah, right.
Since then, come on, Leeds right now are looking to establish themselves in the Premier League, right? The Leeds are looking to stay in the Premier League. They have not been in the Premier League for about 15 years now, right? They're not going to sell off one of their best central midfielders that just tore it up for England, right? They're not, right? And then to sell it to a rival, what the hell? No. Come on, behave.
Yeah.
I reckon we'll get him. I reckon we'll get Phillips as a replacement for Pogba.
But that's completely two different players, though.
Yeah, two different players.
I'm just trying to want a big Phillips. All right, go on.
Well,
you nearly made my head blow off, mate. I'll tell you.
What are you saying? Go on, Mr. B.
Sorry, I'm going to ask a serious question. Is Phillips better than our two
McTominay and Fred?
So-called holding midfielders?
I mean, Fred is useless. He is useless.
Thank you.
I would say Phillips does his job better in terms of breaking up play and also spreading the ball as well, too, right? He knows, from what I saw playing for England, he knows when to get forward and he knows when to stay back, and that's discipline there, right? Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. If this was FIFA 2021, I would sign Calvin Phillips in a hurry. But this is the real life. This is Leeds United versus Manchester United. It's not going to happen, right? But I will take Calvin Phillips at Manchester United.
I got you.
You take him.
He said
I take him. Yeah.
Scenario will make it difficult for that deal to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget Prince. We need a defensive midfielder. Don't forget that, right? So
yeah. 100%.
But wouldn't you rather have Rice? Wouldn't you rather have Rice than Phillips?
Indeed.
Oh no, I have enough Rice in my cupboard already. I don't
no. I'm with Big Phil on this. I'm not
fair enough
fan as well. Is there anybody here that thinks that the Calvin Phillips deal is not a good one if Man United were to go for it?
I would take him. I'll be honest. I didn't really watch. Okay, I'll tell you how I chose Leeds. Plays in my fantasy league. That's who I watched. So Calvin Phillips didn't pick up any points. So I wasn't interested in him. I was interested in the Rafinhas and I'll be honest. But watching him in the Euros, he shot. I've been ignorant to certain positions in the Leeds team. And he showed, I mean, he's got a bit of both. You know, he created the assist for Sterling in the first game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can't see Fred.
That's harsh.
I always dig out Fred, but I can't see those two, McTominay or Fred, making that pass as a so-called CDM. I can't. Maybe I'm being blinded by the fact that I think they're both a bunch of wankers, but
me too, Dad. Me too.
Fred does those forward passes all the time. He does those.
But who do they go to? They go to the opposition players.
Wow.
And fans.
That's harsh. I think that's a little bit harsh. I'm not saying Fred is the best player at all, but I think we're being a little bit harsh on Fred personally.
Okay. What I will say is I'm going on what I've seen.
Fair enough.
I haven't watched the Copa America, and I've heard that he's played differently. My thing for the season, everybody starts from a clean slate, so they're all 10, and then they will get marked down. But you know, it is what it is. But I feel, me personally, that Calvin Phillips would be a starter for Manchester United if he was somebody that we bought.
Okay, fair enough.
Probably, yeah.
I think that's the perfect way you put it. We're coming to the end now of the show. Let's finish up by reading some of these comments and discussing some of the comments, and then
on the Fred bit, I'd rather have Fred Flintstone than Fred.
Okay. So Jones is in the house. She says Ollie isn't exactly someone you could say will get the best out of Kane.
But there's no need to get the best out of Kane. We're seeing the best out of Kane right now, right? So
that's a good point. That's a good point.
I don't think Ollie would go for him because of that. I don't think Ollie would think there's anything to change for Kane. That's why I don't think he'd go for it.
Fair enough. Mark Germany again says, oh no, this is what we've seen already. Past that. Leeds sold Cantona, Mark says, and Rio to United, but no to Phillips. Good point. Jem says great players can be found in any team. Harry Maguire and Robertson originally came from Hull. Good point for sure.
True. Yeah.
That's all about the scouting. Charles Williams, Leeds won't sell to United. Ollie at the wheel needs to be sacked, but he won't be. As a Liverpool FC fan, I am delighted. We were delighted last season at seeing how Liverpool were playing, so it's all good. Is there any more? Mixed sauce. We've got one more mixed sauce. Kane and Bruno won't work. Kane will take the penalties naturally. That's also another good point. Even though Bruno,
this is again,
it's someone new, right?
New guy.
Yes.
Thank you again. Even you're on, subscribe, like, share. That's all we ask from our new guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, I think
the penalties. I'd have Harry Maguire taking the penalties.
Man, you are not lying. He killed that camera, man. He killed that camera.
All right. Let's finish up now then. So thank you very much for all of you for joining us today on this latest episode of the Transfer Show. Thank you to everybody who's also engaged with us. Some really, really good points you guys made. And I think this is just gonna get more and more interesting as the summer goes on, and we'll keep trying to update you with the latest transfer news that's been associated with Manchester United. So make sure you subscribe, guys. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment. Thank you to the newbies that came onto the show today and commented and engaged. And we're going to see you next week. Thank you very much. We're out.